Don't aim to live a stress-free life. Aim to live in the stress sweet spot. Think of stress like an inverted U-curve. Too little stress, and we fail to act. But too much stress, and we feel paralyzed. Paralyzed by an overwhelming number of things to do, people to impress, or bad events to avoid. When we enter this paralysis zone, most of us turn to our phones or food to hide from stress. But avoiding stress is like putting your problems on a credit card. They just compound, and you pay more for them later. Instead of running from stress, we must take a few quick but critical steps to calm down, see a problem clearly, and then do something about it. Here are 5 quick steps to help you back away from too much stress and find that sweet spot where you're calm, collected, and motivated. Step 1. Embrace it. Believing stress is bad does more harm than the stress itself. An 8-year study of 30,000 Americans revealed that people who reported high stress had a 43% higher risk of dying. At those rates, stress kills more people than skin cancer, HIV, and homicide combined. But here's the kicker. That increased risk of dying completely disappeared if participants didn't see stress as harmful. In fact, those who viewed stress as neutral or something good had a lower death rate than people who experienced very little stress in their lives. Dr. Kelly McGonigal explains in her book, The Upside of Stress, that when you see stress as bad, your blood vessels constrict and stress accumulates. But when you view stress as a performance enhancer, your blood vessels relax and widen, sending more oxygen and performance-enhancing hormones, like DHEA and oxytocin, to your brain and body. DHEA helps you learn faster, while oxytocin gives you the courage to reach out for help. So when you feel stress, love it. Think, this stress is a sign that I care, and embracing stress increases my ability to seek help and remember valuable lessons. Stress response step number 2, box it. Your breath is the fastest way to change how you feel. Breathe in for 4 seconds, and then rapidly exhale out to feel a shot of stress. Now breathe in for 4 seconds again, but gradually let all the air out, and you'll feel a wave of relaxation. Longer exhales calm you down, while shorter exhales amp you up. If we want to operate in the stress sweet spot, we must optimize our breathing so we are alert and motivated, but not anxious. In the book Unbeatable Mind, former Navy SEAL commander Mark Devine explains that Navy SEALs use box breathing to stay deadly calm in life or death situations. Before entering a terrorist compound to release a handful of hostages, they breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, then repeat. So, the next time you encounter a problem that causes a stress spike, go directly into box breathing mode while you move in to take out the problem like a Navy SEAL. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold, and repeat at least 6 times. This breathing rhythm will stop your mind from racing and generate a powerful sense of control. Stress response step number 3, get moving. Lack of movement leaves us vulnerable to stress, but once moving, it's hard for stress to pin us down. It's like a sniper struggling to hit a moving target. We are built to move. Our brains largely evolved to deal with complex movements. So if you want your brain's help to find a way out of your stressful situation, get moving. I like to create a steady rhythm of action and generate positive momentum by routinely counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move. A behavior hack I learned from Mel Robbins' book, The 5-Second Rule. The countdown gets me out of my chair and walking to the kitchen to get a drink of water, or going outside to get some fresh air, or going to the garage to do a brief workout. The key is to waste little time hunting for the perfect move and just move. Stress response step number 4, get present. In a stressful state, your thoughts become horror stories about what things mean and what's going to happen. These stories amplify fear and anxiety. Ruminating about what might happen doesn't help you complete the very next action to eliminate your problem. Thankfully, there's an easy trick to silence these stress-amplifying stories. Look for the voice in your head. We all have a voice in our head that we call the self. But when you turn your attention toward it and look for exactly where it resides in your head, you can't find it. For a brief moment, the voice in your head disappears and you experience a moment of silence. For the few seconds you're free of mental chatter, tune into one of your 5 senses to stay present and not be stressed by thoughts of the future. Focus on the colors in your visual field, or tune into your hearing and try to hear the faintest sounds, or tune into the feeling of tension in your neck or the wind against your face. If you're immersed in what you see, hear, feel, taste, or smell, you stop the onslaught of negative thoughts and stay locked into the present moment. I like to quickly recall the 5 senses by remembering the consonants in the acronym, SHIFTS. Stress response step number 5, be thankful. Imagine tomorrow you're stuck in traffic and late for a critical meeting. Your heart is pounding and stress is building. Now imagine you're 90 years old, sitting in a wheelchair, struggling to remember your grandchildren's names. That 90-year-old you would trade places with stressed out you in a heartbeat. I call this technique self-envying because you're envying your current self from your future self's perspective. I learned this technique from William Irvine's book, A Guide to the Good Life. When you look back at today's problems from the perspective of your future, much more frail self, you realize how lucky you are to have the problems you have. If you're stressed out by a work deadline, remember that 90-year-old you would be thrilled to have a sharp mind capable of meeting deadlines. If you're in a heated relationship conflict, realize that elderly you would give anything to have the energy and opportunity to make up with someone they love. So when anxiety grips you, ask, what would 90-year-old me give to have this problem? In the end, the next time you feel stress building up at work or at home, love the feeling and start box breathing. Then get moving, be present, and be thankful. Those were my top 5 steps for managing stress. If you'd like a PDF summary of these steps, click the link in the description below, and I'll email it to you. If you already received the Productivity Game newsletter, this PDF is in your inbox. If you want to dive deeper into managing stress and receive a 2-week stress guide, check out the Productivity Game Academy in the description below.